Alright. We should be about to be live. Are we live?
I don't know.
YouTube certainly has not kept up with us. Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Hello, everybody.
Wow, you got a straw for yourself or not for me?
You don't have any lipstick on anymore.
What if I'm trying to protect my teeth? Even though it's water.
Should have asked.
Yeah, Wise straight up spine broken. Like, what an end for a champion.
What an end for a champion. Hello, murder birds. With that terrifying one word that we didn't catch in our own reaction.
Well,
we'll get to that.
Yeah, because of you. But you'll see that when it
Talk
happens.
shit, get hit.
Don't say that. Oscar Protection Squad are here. Good, because just before we went live, I was like looking at a thing that was just like, my god, Oscar's just been thrown about for like so many volumes now. He got punched in the face and he got shot, and now he's being mauled. It's not good.
No.
But anyway, welcome back to another Ruby live stream after show. This time for chapter 2 of volume 8. I'm going to assume that everybody here has seen the episode.
And if you haven't seen the episode, please take this as your opportunity to bolt and go.
Bolt and go.
Bolt. And for everyone that doesn't know what that means,
It just means
leave.
It just means leave.
Just go.
At a speed.
At speed.
Remember that super chats are of course on. Live streams are always busy, so if there's a burning question that you have or something that you really need to point out to us, then feel free to use that feature. Otherwise, we do try our best to answer some questions, but if we answered all of them, there would be absolutely no structure to this whatsoever. So,
yeah.
Which we kind of need if you've seen our brains ever.
Ever.
So, anything else that you need to drop, Sunny? Other than the fact that we had to adjust the light so many times because you're so much paler than me that you look like a ghost.
I was so pale.
You looked literally, it was just lips.
Like, so pale that it was literally just my eyes, my eyeliner, and my lips, and that's it.
Yeah. Alright. Cool. Well, I've got my usual screen grabs. For the episodes. There wasn't quite as much to grab this week. I mean, I probably could have got more, but without the opening, I feel like you don't need to have quite as much because the opening is so detailed that you just need to like fire it off. I have got a great screen grab of Weiss's shoot incident, so that makes me happy.
Yep.
But yeah, without further ado, let's
jump right in.
So we obviously start with a little
crow. Sad crow.
With his still bloodied, he's not thought to wipe yet, symbol from Clover. But he definitely looks like he stole off the body. Because when the guards come in a little bit later in the scene, he's like...
Yeah.
So he clearly did this on the fly.
On the sly.
Which, to be fair, is not that surprising that he would do something like that. He seems like the sentimental type. when needed.
And I feel like a lot of this is him looking at it and being like, see, I was a bad omen. Like, even your good luck couldn't hold it back, you know?
Yeah, and to be fair to the guy, it was a pretty bad time for him at the end of the volume, so he's still in a bit of a state.
He ain't doing so good.
Yeah, prison life, as much as it's not really a real prison. It's a really weird prison.
It's a strange prison. Let's go. And then we had the Robin audio over the top of it, which made it seem like Robin was laying into Crow pretty badly, but...
Yeah, which didn't really make sense, given, like, she kind of knows at least a little bit more about the context of what happened than everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. So they did sort of set that up, but it was like she was saying it to him, and then it was like, psych.
Yeah.
It's somebody else.
Psych.
And there he is.
There he is.
Mustached Snake Man.
Yeah. That was such a good calm down.
Yes, another nickname added to Robin's ever-growing list of nicknames for characters.
Yeah. That she's so good at giving.
Well, yeah, I mean, she hates him. Like, she knows that he rigged the election so that she couldn't win. Mm-hmm. Knows that he's totally in it. In everything he's in it for himself. He's, like, the definition of corruption.
Yeah.
In Atlas and in Mantle, so...
Oh, I forgot that there was the meme about him having clip-on ties.
Oh, the clip-on tie, yes.
I totally fucking forgot about the clip-on tie meme.
But Robin would be happy to see him dead, I think, at this stage. He really...
Wouldn't we all?
Yeah.
Apart from Whitley, maybe.
Apart from Whitley, like, he represents no good in the world whatsoever. There's just nothing redeemable or good about Jacques Schnee.
And what we have learned from this encounter with Robin is he's a fucking coward.
Oh yeah.
He flinched back when she punched the thing.
Yep.
Even though he knew that she couldn't get through it.
Yeah.
Coward.
No, and also he was like, it's fine, I'm going to start this. Whitley's going to call the lawyers and get me out of here. Like, obviously he's so used to having so much power because of his financial power.
Yep.
That he's been able to, like, pay people off or get his lawyers to basically, like, put under the rug anything bad that the Schnee Dust Company's ever done.
Yep.
Like all the really bad mistreatment of Faunus employees, like borderline slave labour, all that stuff that he's never had to face consequences of. Because his lawyers and his money have always talked for him. Who does that sound like? Yeah, next thing, Jacques will be like demanding that they stop counting the votes. Oh, okay. Yeah, it was just an interestingly similar attitude to things. And then obviously Robin's like a little bit more
sad boy look.
Sympathetic towards Crow because she knows that what went down with Clover obviously was not his intention, and that he's really affected by it and very much blames himself for how it all went down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a big shame. Makes me cry.
Yeah, it's not great. Now, what is next on our little list? Oh yeah.
The hard pace. What did you say she looked like earlier?
She looked like an angry lizard.
Shark?
Or a shark. I don't know what it is.
With her hair.
I think it's
like doing the big walk.
Yeah. So she was not happy. And well, because Jack was basically like, I'm an innocent party, I've been duped just as much as you guys, even though he knew that Watts was up to shady shit.
Oh yeah.
He just didn't know the extent, but that doesn't forgive anything he did. He did it because he wanted to be elected. Like, screw the consequences.
Yeah, exactly. He just wanted to win. He didn't want it to be fair.
Yeah.
He just wanted to do whatever he could.
Yeah.
To get the seat.
Yeah. So she is still furious, and obviously she has not really got a chance to be across from Jacques, really, except for the dinner. But that's obviously where everything was kind of revealed that he'd basically just been playing around with Watts.
Yeah.
So it's our first chance to really pop off at Jacques for all of that.
But also there's no consequences with it, 'cause they're both in the same situation, so she can really talk to him however the fuck she wants to, and like whatever.
Yeah.
What can he do about it? He's in jail.
Yeah, I wonder if he will actually get out of jail.
Jail-free card.
Because the thing is, like, yes, money talks, obviously.
Yeah.
But right now, money isn't of any value because, like,
he's in jail.
He's in jail, and also everything outside is going tits up, as we say in the UK.
I wonder if he even like realizes how tits up things are going.
Probably not. I mean, I don't even think these guys really do. But yeah, having money's not going to really help you in this situation.
No.
So yeah, his usual means of getting out of stuff has kind of been taken away from him, given the seriousness of everything that's going on.
He doesn't have the money or the power.
He has the money, but he can't do anything with it. Nobody wants his money right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. Like, he doesn't have the money or the power, as in, like,
the only thing
doesn't have the money. He doesn't have the money to actually, like, do anything because no one wants his money, is what I mean.
Alright, okay, yeah, I was gonna say he still has his money.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's bankrupt, I'm just saying no one wants it.
Yeah, and then and realistically, the only way I could see him actually managing to get out of this would be, like, to offer like really wealthy families a bunch of airships and like guards to leave. That's the only way I can imagine he would manage to somehow bribe some guards.
Mm.
Alright. Next. We have
scumbag boy.
Absolutely smug as hell Watts, who basically wanted this. He obviously said to Ironwood last volume, like, he hopes that Ironwood will sacrifice anything to stop Salem, and, well, if it's essentially to save Atlas.
Yeah.
And he wanted him to do that. So he is loving life, really, despite being in jail. He is pretty happy. And also he's getting a little bit of this drama back and forth in the prison cells.
Yeah.
So he is thriving at the moment.
He's thriving because he can chat as much shit as he wants to the others. Doesn't matter, they can't hit him.
Now, about we'll get to that in a second. But about Ironwood, like, not shooting him, obviously there's a question to why he wouldn't do that, because he literally shot the councilman, like, without hesitation. I suspect, and the opening kind of hints to this too, and then what happens with Watts in this scene hints to it too, that he wants Watts to help him, technically.
Yep.
He wants, I don't know exactly what, but he wants him to assist him in some way,
leading
their force.
Into this.
Yeah.
Ironwood sent the guards for Watts so he can use them to hack Penny.
Yeah, that seems like, especially when you consider that Watts and Pietro are like back to back in that bit in the opening, like paralleling each other, and then Penny's right afterwards and the mirror shatters. Yeah, that seems very likely that is exactly why Watts has been taken, is because Ironwood now is like, well, I can't get Penny back because the rest of those little weebuses have corrupted her, so the only way to get her back is to hack her.
Make her come back.
Yeah, like force her to come back.
Yeah.
So, that all makes a lot of sense, and I think it's definitely something that we're probably going to see.
Yeah.
Because as much as Watts is an asshole, he is, and he's very intelligent. And so I wouldn't be surprised.
Thank you for the super chat, sirs and madams.
Yes.
You make a very good
Go
point.
Go off. Yeah. What's next? Oh yeah, so he gets hit about. We saw this in the trailer, obviously.
Yeah.
There was suspicion that this was Crow and Robin, these two guards.
Obviously, now we know.
Now we know they're not, but like they're still gonna break out.
Yeah.
Or Winter's gonna help them break out.
I think Winter might help them break out, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. I would also like to see Penny live her life and not be hacked, but that's just not gonna happen. The opening is very, very telling about that one, and the fact that Watts has been taken adds to that theory. Then we have Crow,
this angsty bit,
who is kind of at his wits' end here, and now wants a little bit of vengeance against Ironwood. The two, as you pointed out in their action, have never really saw eye to eye, for most of the time that they've known each other. Crow very much now sees Ironwood having gone a bit power mad and too far.
Yeah.
Decides the only way to deal with this is to kill him.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like in the past there was the not seeing eye to eye thing, but I think he's seen the shift in Ironwood even before. Well, obviously no one knows about the Oscar thing. And Crow doesn't know that he shot the councilman last week.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems very, very likely that he is gonna go through with that if he gets the chance. And especially if he finds out, that Ironwood has kind of lost it anyway. Yeah,
and before the ship went down is when he declared that they were all to be arrested as well. So, yeah. It's not good.
Yeah. So, I don't know how on board Robin will be with this. Like, she certainly has no love for Ironwood. But I don't know if she's quite so on board with the killing someone thing. I think if push comes to shove, she would do it. But I don't think she'll be quite as sold on killing Ironwood.
No.
Because it just doesn't set a good example for her if she ever does want to lead Atlas and Mantle. It's like, oh yeah, I killed the last person that was in charge.
Also, I killed Ironwood.
Yeah. So it would kind of
not a good look.
Yeah, she would really have to be pushed to do it, whereas Crow has in his mind nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So
definitely. Also, Isabella, we do read the chat occasionally.
Yeah, it's just a busy chat, but we do try. But as I said earlier, if we read everything, we would totally lose track of what we were doing.
If we read everything, there would be nothing to talk about because I can't read everything that's there and talk at the same time because it's just impossible for me.
Crow, we should totally murder Ironwood Robin, Pog.
Why is it like talking to Shark Boy?
Yeah. Shark Boy in disguise. Then we cut to this beautiful scene in Mantle where
this is big dick energy.
Okay. Well, because of the big trident thing. I mean, that is pretty big weapon.
Attitude, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So they are. I think it's an Atlas company that are broadcasting from Mantle now that basically Ironwood has ceased trying to. Well, they think halt, like maybe temporarily, but obviously we know it's much more permanent than that. That Mantle is not being evacuated, and it will not be evacuated. The evacuation is over. So
that's why
all the people down there
are
now to fend for themselves. And then obviously the Happy Huntresses hijack this because they're trying to do something because they're trained huntresses and this is what they do.
Yep.
What are you laughing at?
Crow voice. That wasn't very PogChamp of you, James.
I hate it. Shall I take your pointless news report and turn it into a public service announcement? I mean, that is basically what happened. Much more useful information to the people of Mantle, telling them that they're gonna help them. They just need to evacuate to this one place, it's kind of hard to see how exactly they're gonna protect Mantle with the forces that they have. I feel like it's gonna be near enough impossible unless they get into the mines, which obviously they do mention that they're trying to see about making some of the mine tunnels livable.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's a hard ask of the Happy Huntresses.
Yeah, absolutely.
But they're doing their best. And then we go, of course, to the bike boys.
This was when they shot a couple of drones so that they could actually clear the pharmacy.
Yeah, it looks like the pharmacy's already been a bit ransacked, but thankfully, obviously, everything that they needed was locked away to zoom. This is the bit that we saw from the teaser of the lads getting their bikes and fancy gear. I love how the nonsense sign is still on the floor.
It is still there.
It's just
and it still says
definitely
0.
a big fat 0 now.
Yeah, the fattest 0.
Yeah. I quite enjoyed the sort of differentiation of the two squads in this episode. And what seemed like was going to be kind of a light episode and then was not. But we shall get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got this little cutie face. My favourite thing is that nobody switched. It was John that realised there was a light. Everyone else was just like, ooh.
Yeah, they were all staring in darkness.
And John was like,
oh, there's a light switch over here.
Yeah. So that was fun.
Yeah.
And then we get some
More
fun
of the
times on the
teaser
on the bikes. Yes, the first we really saw of Volume 8 was this bike scene.
Yeah. Didn't realise it would be episode 2. But
you gotta assume that most of the things they put out are from episode 1 and 2, and I believe that we have now seen everything that was in the trailers and teasers. I don't think there's anything they've not shown us from the first 2 episodes. So that's a big yikes, because we have 12 left.
Yeah.
And now we're in the unknown territory.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that we haven't seen from the opening now is the stuff with Penny, with the sort of red eyes. I think that's the only thing we haven't seen from the opening now. I might be wrong.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Because we've got all that bit at the end of the opening that's where it's a bit mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, them chasing the Grim. That's the only thing we haven't seen yet from the teasers. When it's more out in the tundra. That. Yeah, that's the only thing. But that kind of
brought that up, actually.
That kind of follows into this scene. We know that it happens now. It's not going to be a surprise when it happens. But everything else is fair game.
Twitter, I wish Yang would straddle me like that bike. Go off.
Yeah. Although you gotta find it hilarious. Remember how mental everybody went? Well, not mental everybody went, but specific people went about how this was too casual and it didn't make any sense.
This was probably the safest thing that they could give us.
Yeah, and then obviously at the end of this episode, it's just like, oh yeah, here's happy bike time. Here's this.
Here's some crazy shit that we're gonna get into.
Yeah. So, yeah, of course this was gonna be like not the tone for the whole thing.
This is like low key.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they're buttering us up with the humor.
Yeah, they are.
And then they're gonna they did.
And then they're gonna kill one of the characters.
So
and then we've got the boy.
And now we get to the spooky stuff a little bit. So, if you noticed,
I think it was Winter that pointed out that we see about like 5 times.
Yes, we see this werewolf-like Grim, the Hound, I believe it was called in the credits, hilariously voiced by Crow's voice actor. That kind of stalks them on the bikes at different areas around Mantle. Seems to be trying to find a moment where they're alone and their guard is down, is what I seem to have got from what it was doing. Yeah. So that plays into its intelligence again, that it actually thinks about what it's doing before it does it. Because obviously when it did decide to go, it was the optimum time.
Oh, Jesse, don't you worry. We've got a name for this bad boy. We'll get into that.
Oh no, is it they almost call him the boy?
Yeah, Jesse always referred to him as the boy, but we have given him a name, so...
Yeah, we'll get to that.
We will get to that.
Do you remember what the name is? You named him this time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What?
Yeah.
I can't believe you forgot.
I didn't want to be like, ah!
I can't believe you forgot your best son's name.
No, I didn't. I just wanted to make sure we were on the same page. Also, William, just to clarify, for a couple of the Grimm, we have ended up naming the Grimm on this channel that have just stuck. So someone asked us to name, it's not Jorah, someone asked us to name the Hound. We have given the Hound a name.
Yeah, because of course we famously had Lenny the Leviathan and Richard the Whale.
Yeah.
So we have already been requested.
I don't think we named the other one Kevin.
No, wait, that was before our
time,
bro. Before we had that real power.
Yeah, so we will get to that when we properly talk about him.
So yeah, this was
a yikes.
Yeah, this was a little bit of a yikes. So we've got all these evacuees in Mantle that they're trying to corral to the same area, lady on the left was not so pleasant, although I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this because obviously that's like a family. I'm presuming that's her daughter and like her grandson.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people can relate to their parents saying that shit that you're like, oh my god, please stop.
Also, young and old ladies don't mix.
Yeah. Not so pog woman.
Yeah. But Yang dealt with it pretty good. She didn't snap.
Yeah.
She didn't get angry and red eyes and...
No, but she also didn't tolerate... Because the woman literally was like, I'm not going down where the animals are. I'll be safer in Atlas. And I was just like, bro. Yeah.
Good luck getting to Atlas, fucker.
Yeah.
Fly up there yourself.
You witch. Yeah. Yeah, that was basically the vibe. But the thing is, like, obviously all the faunas are in that area, the ones that are probably not there through choice. It's probably the cheap slum housing that they've been forced into. What?
I'm deciding if I'm gonna jump on something.
Okay. So yeah. I was not best pleased to see another lady being silly, but Yang does shard him pretty quickly.
I'm gonna jump on it.
Oh no.
Oh no. So Blake not being there isn't Blake being irrelevant to the plot point. To assume that Blake should only be involved in where there are faunus problems is part of the issue, because you can't just assume that because Blake is a faunus that she should only ever have relevance around faunus and not outside anything else.
No, that's
a really poor take to have. So I've seen you bring it up already that you've said that Blake's been irrelevant in this episode. She hasn't been irrelevant. She's doing what she wants to do and what she thinks is the best thing to do. So let's not do that. Thanks.
Yeah, no. It's there's no point in connecting Blake to every faunus plotline. Like, It's not to say that the struggles of the Faunus mean nothing to her, but like it's not just up to Blake to stand up for the Faunus. So it's nice to see another character, particularly Yang, who obviously we know like holds Blake in great significance and has never really been kind of problematic with the Faunus, just didn't understand the struggles.
Paula.
I lost my train.
So bad, just bad takes.
Okay.
Just such bad takes.
Yeah. So, oh God, I don't even know what I was saying there.
So sorry.
Yeah, it was nice to see Yang not take this shit.
Yeah. And neither she should, and neither should anyone.
Oh, there she is.
There she is.
Grinkles.
What is it that older Karens are called? Because it's Becky, Karen, and Susan? She's a Susan.
She's a Susan. Okay. I didn't realise there was like a specific older Karen title. Yeah. She's not it. She is not Pogger's champ, as we say. Susan.
Or maybe Sharon?
Or
I feel
Sharon.
like Susan.
Yeah.
There's a way that you can spit venom by just being like, Susan.
She's definitely the kind of I want to speak to your manager type. But the thing is, like, it's obviously ingrained. Like, it doesn't forgive what she's like, but she's clearly not associated with Faunus for her whole life and has probably been taught to think these ways. Mm-hmm. Whereas her daughter's clearly a little bit more open.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's what you kind of see, though, like, sometimes in some families where they've been brought up a certain way, like, in real life. And, you know, you see the older generation being a bit more, like, closed to the way things are, and then the next generation down is like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I don't really get it, but, like...
It would be nice if we do it. I mean, I doubt we will, but eventually I see her be like, cool. Like, I'm kind of more okay with the Faunus now, like, because obviously a lot of these things are through ignorance and lack of interaction with what they would perceive as the other. And usually all it takes is a little bit of interaction to...
Yeah.
To not have those same thoughts.
But that's why I really like when we actually do get to the crater. Is that what it's called?
The crater, yeah.
And I think it's like a bunny Faunus goes over to her and it's just like, oh hey, and she like actually smiles and it seems genuine. So like she's probably been told that Faunus are savages and you should never trust them, and then she like actually ended up around Faunus and she was like,
yeah, it'll take a while, but maybe she'll cool off. Yeah, that is true. Blake would have been pretty proud of Yang in that moment, because obviously she was mad, but she didn't completely lose it.
Yeah. Also, we did hear that there were apparently fights starting in the crater. The problem is that it might be a racial thing between the Faunus and non-Faunus, but it also could be people feeling trapped together.
And like feeling like, and it's also just the fact that like resources are limited and people are scared. Like it could, like obviously in these situations, people do go into
fight over food,
fight mode. So if someone's like, yeah, you're not taking my stuff, like this is for my family, that it could literally be fights like that, because they are very much on the Titanic here, and the ship is sinking. What?
Fighting over toilet paper!
Yeah! But I'm sure it's over more than that.
God, what a year. Yeah. Last year that wouldn't have made any sense to me if someone said it.
Yeah, that's true. Isn't it weird how 2020 gives new things context? So strange.
Never thought I would laugh over toilet paper.
Yeah. Ooh. And then we cut back to the biker boys.
Yep.
Where Ozpin has continued his "I'm active in your brain now, Oscar. Please pick up. Don't leave me on red.
Bro, stop like declining my call.
Yeah.
I'm trying to talk to you."
Yeah. So, obviously Ozpin talks about the fact that there is like obviously issues with unity here, and that humanity really needs unity, and he's concerned about the fact that it's so difficult to get people to work together, like for their own safety. And Oscar's like, well, yeah, but also dude.
But also, dude, shut up.
Stop coming back into my head.
Read the room. I don't want you here.
Yeah, and obviously Oscar saying, like, again reiterating, which we kind of obviously knew already, is that he doesn't want Ozpin to take over his head. He wants to be him. He feels like he is, like, now the best version of himself and part of the team.
Yeah.
And that Ozpin taking over his soul is not poggers.
Really not
this
poggers.
Is the pogger stream.
Yeah. But what it begs the question, right? So when
it beggeth the question.
It beggeth une question.
Une question. We're getting a little bit French in here.
That when, like, before it was Ozpin, like whoever was before Ozpin, when he jumped over, was there like a time period where the previous Oz spoke to Ozpin and was like, here's all of the info, and then just like disappeared? Or is Ozpin just being like overbearing and it's just like, here's me telling you what the fuck's up?
I don't know. I don't know what to say about that one. But yeah, I feel terrible for Oscar. Obviously he's not a great episode this episode, but yeah, it must be very traumatizing to feel like your being is being taken over without your consent. I mean, at least Ozpin had the courtesy to say he doesn't want this for Oscar, but he doesn't have a choice, which, alright.
Like, okay.
But
you also didn't need to lie to us all and take over my body. And
I would just like if there was a way to not have it happen.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's not the way that Oscar's arc should go. That he just becomes like Ozpin?
No, like, so obviously there's a way that he's gonna end up kind of like Oz in a way. Because that's the natural path. He's gonna end up a little bit wiser than his age. But he was already doing that without Ozpin having any interaction with it, so yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, apparently they've said the whale is female on Twitter. Which I'm like,
okay,
what?
Well,
Richard still stands.
We can change it to Ricky.
Nope.
Okay.
It's Richard and it will always be Richard. I refuse to bow on this one. Then we obviously see the significant crowds of evacuees near the shooting. What is it? I actually think it was like a postal thing, but I'm trying to think of a fun Weiss-related pun here. Oh, I had one earlier.
You had one?
The Schneeschnoot.
It's just... Do you know what it reminds me of?
Schneeschnoot.
Schnappy. Schnappy, schnappy, schnapp.
The Schneeschnoot. Oh god. Yeah, I also just took a screen of this because it was such a nice wide shot, and it just again highlights how far the animations come that they can animate this many people without them being shadow people, plus really detailed backgrounds. Like, man, the show's come so far in its animation. It's crazy.
It also gives me anxiety too because of COVID.
Yeah. That's true. There ain't no social distancing going on there. Barely a mask amongst them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This bit was good. Still so on board with Blake's hair update. It looked great in this episode. She just looked adorbs. So she's obviously with Nora. As and they're being chatted to.
There was a nice little inclusion as well that I meant to bring up in the reaction, but my brain just glanced over it. But Blake did a little smile here because May was talking about how once Robin found out about the tower, like, she never shut up talking about it and stuff, and Blake was like,
hey, we told her that.
I did that.
Yeah. The tower stuff obviously was like a big like point of contention for them to tell Robin, and they were never really sure 100% how things went. Obviously it did help Robin like initially ally with Ironwood to help try and evacuate Mantle, so it was kind of nice for her to know that like the reason that the Happy Huntresses are so willing to work with them despite them kind of being on Ironwood's side for a time is because they did kind of reveal that information to Robin when they didn't have to, which means that they feel like they can at least trust them, that they want to do the right thing.
Yeah.
So they're willing to work with them, and obviously having May and her semblance is super important to what they're doing.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was cute. And then obviously we get the mention of like, oh yeah, it's fine, I could come with you because your friends are helping out and like taking my place.
With my friends.
Yeah.
And it was sour.
It was
It was. But what I actually, I'll bring this up when we talk about the boys. It was so sad.
Yeah. I almost when we were watching it, I was like almost half expecting Nora, like, under her breath when Blake walks out of shot to be like, yeah, just friends. Like,
yeah.
That's almost the vibe of face she gave me. But both of them obviously were just like, oh, I wish things hadn't ended the way they did.
Yeah. But I definitely, like, I am on board with this potential that Blake and Nora
have a convo.
Going to have a convo.
Yeah, I can kind of sense it in the air. They didn't need to have these two be framed together, but they did it. Which they did for a reason.
Yep.
Alright. Right. I'm just getting the next boy.
Cool.
So now we have the Schnee Schnoot factory with Weiss showing them around. Showing them like that this obviously is another thing owned by the Schnee Dust Company, but that it's not controlled by Ironwood, so they could use it to send themselves to the military base.
Yeah.
There was one for the academy as well that was there.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that like the fact that Weiss thought of putting them in this is kind of suggesting that she's used these before for her physical being.
Yeah.
That she didn't think they would die. So Weiss was not the imposter.
Yep. This has been going on the whole stream. Is this the first time you've seen it?
Just made me laugh. That's so good. Oh no. Hilarious. So yeah, she's pretty buzzing because she's actually getting to do some stuff, and her Schnee Dust Company knowledge is coming in handy.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously a lot of the times it feels like a noose and a burden that's where she's from, but in this instance, handy for her to know.
It's be good. And then we got the little. Do you have Blake's
So we have
smirk?
Yeah, we have Blake's little smirk here because Blake, made a joke.
Blake made a good joke.
Yeah.
Did a smirk like Yang.
Yep.
And had fun with it. And I like that. That's positive.
You look
growth.
at that hand on hip, bro.
Yeah. She knows. It makes me think back to Volume 2. When Weiss made a joke. And Yang didn't laugh. And she was like, what? And she was like, no. This wasn't funny. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were all just like, peace out.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of reminds me of that. And, like, Blake, just along this whole journey of, like, knowing the girls, has just slowly been learning from Yang.
Yeah,
and now kind of understands it enough that she's like, I can be funny too.
I think Yang has definitely rubbed off on her a little. And also she'll know from, like, her past in Beacon and afterwards that, like, humour has really been a good way of easing tension for her.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously there is tension here, so she was just trying to make it a little bit lighter, and she did get a chuckle out of Nora. So, yeah. And the fact that she laughs the same way every time now, the hand-covered, like, mouth laugh is very cute.
But that's what I was saying to you, like, before. Like, everyone that I've seen that covers their face a little bit when they giggle is anxious.
Yeah.
Has been anxious at some point in their life. And I think that rings true for little Blakey over here. So
yeah, I kind of I like the idea that this is the wholesome Blake content indeed.
Yeah.
That we will get before the end.
Yeah, like I am worried because she seems to be having like some good fun. She's smiling, she's laughing, but please, nobody forget. Don't let it catch up on you and surprise you that Aaron said she had to do a lot of screaming.
And I ain't screaming.
Don't let you forget that.
Yeah.
Don't let it creep up on you.
Yep.
So.
And then we had a little sad moment for Penny, because she's still very much having a hard time with the fact that obviously she is closer to Ironwood and Winter, not necessarily as close as Weiss is to Winter, but she's close to people in the upper echelons of the Atlas military in a way that most of the main cast are not. So this feels like more of a betrayal for her than it probably does for everybody else.
Yeah.
And then especially because obviously Ironwood totally gaslit the hell out of her last episode with that phone call. She's obviously playing that in her mind because she's supposed to be the protector of Mantle, but she's also supposed to protect
be much
Atlas.
more than that now as well.
So, but yeah, her she's now like important for the future of humanity, not just for Atlas and Mantle.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard for her to see past what she's been taught. And obviously you can tell that the guilt is kind of killing her a little bit here.
Yeah. Can I close this?
Yeah.
Can you put the mouse on the top?
Sure.
Thanks.
Is it just because you want to sit like
no, it's because...
Is it because you want to sit like a gay? Just
this
admit
is
it.
really sharp, and it keeps on
just
hurting my
admit
knee.
that you want to sit like a gay.
I just want to cross my leg without killing my knee.
Wow, weak. And then we got this really nice parallel to Volume 2, where they did the little handhold, and Ruby reassured Penny that she was a real girl.
Yeah.
So this was nice to have a little callback to this, and Ruby once again reassuring Penny that it's all gooch. They got her back, and she doesn't need to feel bad about her decision.
Yeah.
And I suspect that by the time we get to the end of the volume, Ironwood will not have many allies left anyway.
If any.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Nuts and Dolt shippers must be thriving. They're getting a lot of good content in the last
Winter,
two volumes.
how you doing, buddy?
Obviously, especially considering that...
Yeah!
Especially considering, obviously, how long, like, it's been since Volume 3, and in the last two volumes it's been like, here are you, all of your breadcrumbs, and more!
See the breadcrumbs you had before? Here's the loaf!
Yeah. Yes, the pain is, obviously, the hackening may happen.
Yes.
And cause major angst for Ruby and Penny. And then... God, do I love the Happy Huntresses in this episode, and I hope they continue to play a significant role in the volume. But it was very cute to see May do this little curtsy after showing their semblance and been like...
Also, the way that May's voice, like almost like an echo chamber.
What?
When the semblance...
Oh, okay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
My words were shit.
My words? They were shit.
My words? Don't
English,
got them.
My first language? Don't got it.
I don't even have the excuse of, like, knowing a second language. Like, no.
That just, like, knocked the first one out.
Yeah. Like, I've not even got a good grasp on English. Never mind attempting to speak another language.
Yeah, maybe master English first. And we'll see. Yeah. For transvisibility, we instead turn invisible. Yeah. A very handy semblance, as Yang would say, for this particular mission. Yeah. I wonder, just because she happened to be like, obviously she's looking at Blake and Nora in this instance, but wouldn't it be hilarious if she flirts with Blake briefly? Wouldn't that be? Yeah, wouldn't that be so funny?
But also, I feel like people can see the way that Blake and Yang are around each other.
They've not been around them long enough.
But surely they've been around them enough. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe not.
I just think it'd be really funny.
Yeah.
It's just when she did the little curtsy, I was like, man, what flirt, bro?
I mean, it's true. It's in Blake's direction. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. I think we are pretty near the zoomies.
Are we?
Yeah. Let's see.
Enhance that image.
Yeah, okay, this one deserves to be the full oh no, wait.
Oh no.
No. We'll leave it there. I don't want to cause complete chaos.
Well, we can make it bigger, but then just move it so the Weiss is over this side.
What? You just want me to enhance
Weiss? Yeah.
Enhance that schnee. I mean, Nora's face is a picture, to be fair, but
Nora saw a fancy button and was like, yeah.
This was
Yeah, I think we can all agree that this is peak humor.
Yeah, this was incredible. It was totally unexpected.
Yeah.
Why did not consider the consequences of explaining and standing so close?
People are laughing because of the way Sun's
Sun is like vibing.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah, feel free to take a screen grab.
Wait, Gabriel!
What?
Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever!
Yeah, literally that. Okay. I will briefly play a funny clip. I think I've got the username here.
Lucia?
Hopefully you guys can hear the audio on this because it's
peak.
It's peak.
Just go here.
Oh yeah. So Lucia on Twitter did this great edit of Weiss going Zoom.
The username is at Azriel_.
Yeah. I hope that this works. We can't actually hear the audio, but I hope that you guys can.
And if it doesn't work,
it's still
I'm gonna retweet it right now.
It's still good.
So, if you guys do miss it or the audio doesn't work,
you ready?
I'll share it. Yeah.
I say, and then nothing happens.
Trapping out the back street, running through the patch like a trap meet. Zoom.
So good.
So hopefully the audio worked, but if not, I've literally just retweeted it for you guys.
I think it did.
Good.
Would you guys like to see it again? Cool. I'll let you guys see it again.
Once more, let's go.
Yeah. It's over very quickly, so.
Trapping out the back street, running through the patch like a trap meet. Zoom.
I mean, I have a link to Far Cry's one, but I don't think we have it downloaded, do we?
No, unfortunately not.
Sadly not. I mean, I could play the audio, or I could just retweet it and you can go look at it. Shout out to Far Cry.
Right. So, yeah, that was the reaction to that.
Yes.
Blake's face, I think, is probably the funniest in this, because she's like,
her
oh my god,
ears
is Weiss alive?
Down.
She dead?
And then when Nora started laughing and Ruby kind of looks over at her like,
don't worry, she's alive.
like, you just fucking killed my teammate.
Yeah. I bet you May's just like, oh man, don't you just miss the academy days? Like, imagine the shit that the Happy Huntresses got up to when they were students.
It really does beg.
Oh, this bitch empty sheet.
I'm out here, man.
Oh god.
I'd truly be out of here.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great gag, and it was perfection, and we'll look back on that gag fondly, I'm sure, after the angst of the volumes. Yes. It's like that bit when you always look back on from Volume 7 where she tries to arrest her father, but she doesn't know she can do that. Yeah. It's just one of those kind of moments. Right.
It might be the last time we laugh, it's true.
The last laugh. Then we got little Fifi. I didn't realise they actually called her Fee, because we obviously called her Fifi.
Yeah, we called her Fifi just for funs, but they actually she is called Fee. Oh, Fee. And I like her.
Yeah. She's a babe, and is doing a very important job mapping out areas of high crime activity and areas to move people. Like, the Happy Huntresses are really, really leading the evacuation effort, and it is good to see, because somebody needs to. Also, sounds like they actually have the Mantle Police on their side, because it's obviously not the same as the military.
Yeah.
So it sounds like the police are actually helping them too, which is nice that they're not completely alone, and then obviously having the addition, briefly, of the Bike Boys was very helpful too.
Yes.
Alright.
I think they were very surprised when they showed up.
I love that her semblance is essentially a bag of holding Fiona's, like, where she just goes, oh, I want the map.
Now we can talk about this.
Yeah.
So, when May pointed out to Blake and Nora, Blake walked away and Nora made a comment. In this instance, when they were mentioned, Ren walked away. Yeah. Yang got mouthy.
Straight up walked out of the scene.
Like, walked right out.
Yeah.
And Jean, like, watched him with, like a sorrowful face, and then when Yang started Winter, he threw me off. Just saw spine snapped. That threw me off my groove. But when Yang was mouthing off Oscar, his focus turned straight to her, and then to try and bring the conversation back to where we needed to be.
Yes.
Which I thought was... I am a head out.
Yeah.
Ren's gonna go get some milk.
He needs some milk. Yeah. Yeah, she was not happy getting told, like, or even, like, the implication that they needed everybody else to do what they needed to do.
Yeah. But also it will hurt her as well to know that, like, that the last time she saw everyone, she walked out angry.
Bag of holding, or like hand of holding. I hate it. It's exactly what it is, but I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then we have Album showing the muscle a little bit here as she's like, God, where am I gonna
take a screenshot of Uncle?
I'm sorry. I don't always have a lot of time to do the screen. You can do them next time.
No, I did them once and I don't think you liked them.
Yeah,
because I screenshotted like 100 things.
Yeah, and then I had to put them in, and I was like, "Did you just go trigger crazy here?" Yes, you did. Because
everything's important to me.
Everything is important. Well, clearly you took like 30 seconds to talk about Neo in her recap, so some things are more important than others.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously she needs as many bodies as she can doing things, and is actually pretty happy at the offer of assistance. So as much as people moaned obviously about the teams being split up, for the time that they do help, it was actually kind of needed.
Yeah.
And they were grateful to have them. And then we see
a creepy little boy on the bridge.
Top of the bridge.
Can you enhance that?
You don't really need to. You can see him.
It's very small.
Yeah. The Hound is running across top of this bridge. I mean, good thing it did, because this bridge comes down.
No, it's a later bridge.
Or is it the next bridge after?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's very much stalking the group and just waiting for its opportunity to cause chaos.
Yeah.
And then,
this is the fourth time we see him.
This is the fourth time?
Yeah, because we see him on the bridge twice. And then he's behind Oscar when he's having the chat with Ozpin in his head, and then this is the fourth time. I think this is the fourth time I've seen him. That doesn't mean it is only the fourth time.
It's like like Haunting of Hill House or Bly Manor. You gotta spot the ghosts in the background.
Honest to God,
Spot
that's
the
what
hound.
it feels like.
Yeah. Right. And then we got this really cool moment with Jean like speeding over the dragon with his shield projected, and then just carving through this thing. It was a very good takedown, and the way that he sort of ballerina balanced to the end when the momentum of the bike stopped, he was like, whoa, actually, this is not easy.
Yeah, it kind of struggled to get down, and he was like, ugh.
Yeah, which is relatable on a snowboard. Yeah. Alright. And then these boys, these little sabers were like, oh, yeah. Actually, this ain't poggers.
Yeah, they were like, let's go get some munchies, and then they were like, not pog.
Yeah, we out of here.
Yeah.
So they ran off, and for no reason, they were just hungry, as you said. They wanted a better meal, more civilians. No reason that they ran off. Nothing weird was about to happen.
And then this is such an unfortunate screenshot.
Yeah, this is incredible. I felt bad when I got it, but you know what? We gotta get Oscar suffering somewhere. So
poor baby.
Yeah, the Hound like goes to town on Oscar. I said it on Twitter, and I'll say it again. I don't think we've ever seen a Grimm be so violent and brutal against a character. And unfortunately, it was Oscar that ended up on the tail end of this attack. But yeah, that Grimm, no mercy.
No mercy at all.
And you know what? I kind of loved it as much as it
kind of loved to see it because we've never seen anything like this before.
Yeah, I liked the brutality because it adds an extra level of threat and danger to things when you know that like the creature is just gonna go like this instead of just the usual stuff that we've seen. That it is going to. I mean, Oscar didn't have a chance.
No.
He got thrown about so quickly, aura damaged, and then he tried to kick it in the face, which was the worst thing.
That was actually the worst thing to watch when he was like desperately like trying to kick it as fast as he could, like to try and get out from underneath it.
Yeah.
And he couldn't. It's just.
Yeah, no, he
it sucked.
It was like watching someone like get attacked by like a shark or like a bear. And they're trying to just kick its head, anything to like get its teeth away from them.
Like they know it's gonna they're gonna get mauled. And they're just trying to get like as much distance between them and try and like, you know, discombobulate it a bit.
Yeah, and also I did get it when it flung Yang. And then we got Ren's face, the horror, on his face at the realization that obviously because Oscar was on his scooter that Oscar's in a lot of danger and they're all on the ground.
Yeah. Also Chad Grimm.
Chad Grimm? No, not Chad Grimm.
We have a name for him. It's fine. We'll get to it.
We can't call him Chad.
No.
And then obviously eventually
that was the break.
Yeah. Oscar's aura goes. He doesn't have. I'm assuming he's got a bit, but he doesn't have a lot, and he's also not trained it particularly.
He's been trying to train it, but like he has not had as much training as the rest of them. You know, so
so it doesn't. I mean, also this was pretty brutal, but it doesn't last against that kind of vicious onslaught. So eventually it went, and he was unconscious, and for the taking, really at this stage. In seconds, actually. It was not good.
Really, it was.
Yeah, I don't think you can consider it Ozpin's aura. I think it's still very much Oscar's aura that he's working with here. I don't think he has all of Oscar's magic and stuff over yet. Like, not completely... Yeah, he doesn't have all of Ozpin's magic over yet. I mean, obviously there was hints of it at the end of Volume 7, but I don't think it was very controlled.
No.
And then of course we have he's
it
now got
arms.
Now he's got the boy. He can go.
Yeah.
Obviously not without a fight, but that doesn't go well either. Oh, click away from that.
Well, that is actually true. Oscar's aura is probably still recharging since it got broken by Ironwood and probably Neo before that. So.
Boy,
he's having a hard fucking time. We're not at no yet. Let's keep going.
No. So and then Mr. What?
He looks like he's smiling.
He's smiling. Yeah. Then we get the Hound actually literally using Oscar as a meat shield.
Yeah.
Which is not good, and it's the first time we've seen anything like this in the show. So it was a real surprise when it did it.
Yeah.
To everybody, including us.
Yeah.
Which clearly hinted at the greater intelligence here of this Grimm, that it knew it could deflect attacks from the others just by using Oscar as a meat shield, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then Yang gets absolutely
grabbed Yang. I was so fucking scared.
So Yang charges, obviously, and then weaves to the side, knowing that she can't like engage because Oscar's right in the way, and it literally like takes that opportunity. Like most other Grimm would probably be like, all right, let her zoom past, but this one's just like, nope, rips her
by
off
the face
bike
and flung her to the wall.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah, like so brutal. If she didn't have such a good, well-trained aura, that's an aura break. That slam.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Blake got hit like that in the Aesop's fight, and that was
It wasn't a break, but it was
it hurt it though.
It hurt, yeah. So yeah, that was not good. But I mean, again, I kind of enjoyed the hell out of it because, you know, I just love the brutality of a Grimm fighting like this.
Yeah.
All right. And then we get the iconic moment that hilariously
we missed.
Well, we missed it saying it because at the time you were spitballing that this had somebody inside it, and on your usual bullshit that it was Cinder, or it was Neo, or it was Cinder, it was Neo, So we didn't have subtitles on either, so I couldn't see that it said something. So that's a big F. But obviously we realised afterwards.
We watched it like 3 or 4 times since. So now we know it spoke, but at the time we didn't.
I mean, we obviously knew that it was intelligent, like, just because of how it was acting, but...
but I don't think we...
Any back on her shit. Yeah,
I
literally.
don't think we expected it to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did say Pog.
It did say Pog. This is why I'm like, maybe we should watch it with subtitles.
So anyway, I started talking.
Yeah. I maybe we should watch it with subtitles, but at the same time, I don't want the subtitles to come up and spoil what's about to happen.
Yeah, that's why I don't watch subtitles with Ruby.
Stuff like this, yeah. Yeah. But it was still very spooky to watch back, and obviously, like, a very much a turning point for the Grimm. The question is, though, is this, like, its own intelligence? Is this just an old Grimm that, like, is intelligent and can talk? Or is it Salem in there somehow? Like, it's
Salem
up for
has
debate.
made or controlled this Grimm in some way, shape or form, and it's really interesting.
Well, we know she's made it, but...
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, made from scratch.
But would it be her, like, projecting her voice through it, or has it actually got the intelligence to actually speak?
I think it might have the intelligence to speak, because it had the intelligence to understand the question in the first place.
And also, when it did it, like, grew all its throat. Like, it almost, like, grew vocal cords to do it, because obviously it seems to just grow things it wants and needs, which is terrifying.
Yep. Exactly.
But,
I can't believe that it opened its mouth and corpse came through and spoke.
No.
No. I wish I could speak that deep, but I literally can't.
No, I mean, obviously it was edited too, but it was a deep, deep gurgle. And then we had it sprout its wings. The wings that, if you notice, are particularly similar. The one, my throat. What?
Give him back, no. Imagine getting dunked on like that by a Grimm.
Oh God. Yeah. Its wings are very similar to the ones that Salem had in the opening. Very, very similar.
Super similar.
So I'm assuming this is like a metaphor for her, like, getting Oscar. Not sure whether he's actually going to get to her or not, but I just can't see how they're going to get him down. He is so high up from them, and none of them, as you pointed out in the reaction, have any way to get up high enough. Yeah. They would need Weiss, and they don't have Weiss. So especially as soon as they're out of Mantle and they have no buildings to use to get them higher, how the hell will they get up to that height?
Fuck knows.
Yeah,
God knows.
Need an airship, and even then, it's like it's moving pretty quick.
Yeah.
And it's just obviously going to fly towards the whale, where there's going to be more Grimm.
Yep.
So if they don't get him quickly, like, it'll basically be impossible to get him.
Yeah. Also, vocab, chef's kiss.
Yeah. Or Penny. Penny, obviously, could have been very useful here in terms of the flight.
Oh, yeah.
So,
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Should we say the name?
Well, of the boy. What is the official title that you've given it, Senny, since this was kind of yours?
I mean, we spitballed it together. I don't want to take, like, sole ownership of this in case people hate it.
No, you have to take responsibility. You gotta put it all on the line, okay?
I called him Henry.
Henry the Hound Grimm.
Henry the Hound Grimm.
You will notice there's a little bit of a theme with their Grimm, that they're quite normal names for what they are. So
I called him Henry.
Henry the Hound Pog.
Obviously you don't need to call him Henry, but we're gonna call him Henry. Yeah. So
I mean, to be fair, it's a pretty good reception. Like, when you think about our names so far, we've got
Richard, Henry.
Well, we have the first Grimm, the Wyvern Grimm, Kevin. Then we have Lenny. And then we have Richard. And then we have Henry. You know what? They all kind of go together.
Yeah. They're like your low-key male names.
Yeah, your low-key male names that just like, oh my god, wait, Henry? Well, that's not a Henry, that's a horror.
Henry the Horror Hound.
Henry the Horror Hound. Don't say that, because it almost makes you say horror, so if you say it quickly. Try and say it quickly.
Let him be a whore if he wants to be.
Say it quickly.
I can't remember what it is. Henry the Horror Hound?
Yeah, go.
Henry the Horror Hound.
Just keep going.
No.
Why not?
Because I can't talk anyway.
You have to.
It feels like me trying to say mirror.
It feels like me trying to say mirror. Henry the unpaid intern Grimm. I also did briefly think about Kyle because it was a very Kyle kind of Grimm, but you know, because I saw it was called the Hound, I was like Henry.
Yeah.
Henry the Hound.
Yeah, right? Henry the Hellhound.
I like that. Because it's not like a normal Beowulf, it's really creepy.
Yeah, so Jesse, I hope you guys like it.
Okay. I mean, the boy is also good, but like, you know,
we do like the boy.
Everybody deserves a name.
Even a boy deserves a name.
Yeah. Look how high up Oscar is, though.
So high.
Those buildings aren't even close. Like, maybe Yang could take a jump on Jean's shield like Nora did and then, like, use the gauntlets to boost up higher. But I can't see it, and we know from the teaser that they end up so far out that they're out in the bloody tundra trying to catch this guy. Come on, let's get a cute name next.
The next Grimm should be called Dave.
Oh no. I feel like Yang's gonna end up separated from everyone.
Yeah.
You know, she's the one that goes down furthest in the weird hell plane that they get launched to in the opening. She goes down the deepest out of everyone. So maybe that isn't that weird to think.
Yeah.
Fiona, you're back so early.
Yeah, and Grimm talked.
What?
Picks up an entire crate of dust and walks out. Grimm talk!
It was basically that though when Fifi got in touch and she was like, you literally wouldn't believe me if I told you. And it's like, yeah, she probably wouldn't. Especially when it's just like, yes, what did he say? He just said no.
He just said no.
No what?
Just no.
No, I'm allergic to that. No, I'm going to take this child.
I love how the other group, like, the biggest trauma that they've had is that Weiss got sent up in that chute too early.
Honestly, the biggest trauma is that Weiss died in this episode, that her spine broke in 5 places.
I mean,
and her neck
aura
bent backwards.
Her aura kept her okay.
Why? Because she was like, on the way up, and her aura was just like...
I feel like that kind of thing has happened to me on a roller coaster before.
Yeah.
Like when I was too short to be on it and it was going so fast that my head was just pinballing between the shoulder
what if
thing.
she goes back up to the top of wherever it is and it's just like Atlas Guard and she's just like because she was not expecting it. She definitely would have swallowed saliva backwards and almost choked on it the way she was pulled backwards. Yeah. Well, actually they probably haven't eaten since the fancy dinner.
Which means it would just be bile.
So it's just like, oh man, no, that'd be so bad. So bad for your stomach.
Bad.
It's not for humans to go in, you silly squirrel. I know it wasn't really her fault, but she did suggest it.
I know.
I do like that, actually. It's like, oh yeah, we're all going to use these chutes, it'll be cool. I was like, alright, you try first then.
Yeah.
You go up first.
God bless.
Man.
Oh!
Yeah, no, that's...
Really?
Yeah, but that is not why. It was literally just because Henry, I don't know. Henry just... I
didn't actually know that Brian had a dog called Henry.
You whispered that weirdly.
It's awesome. It's because I wasn't convinced I had the right name.
Ever seen that video of the fish going to the ship?
Yeah, the salmon. Salmon?
Weiss gets stuck because she folded. I like how the most talked about thing from this episode is definitely the either the Grimm say no or the Weiss shoot beam, and you know what? I'm fine with both.
That's cool.
I'm fine with both because they're so opposite on the ends of the scale.
Yeah.
I'm glad that everybody likes Henry. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I'm happy because I like Henry.
Yeah, I can't wait to do the next edit thing and have a little Henry in the corner.
Oh.
Just the theme of it. What are you looking for?
I'm not. Why are they so big?
What are you looking? Oh, I can fix that for you. Just let me do it. Oh, is it because we're getting to the recap?
We're getting to that stage.
Okay, cool. Let me get you some icons.
Large, please.
Large and in charge.
What are these?
I don't know. They're not loading for some reason.
I fucking need those. These are the most important ones.
Like, because of the start. Because they're the start. You might have to go blind for the first little bit with no references.
No!
There's just like a storm outside. Wow. I like how Senny has glasses on but is still staring close at the screen. You're right.
Yeah, I need them because I can't see the screen.
Oh my god, Henry Crabgrass. Heck
Henry
yeah.
Crabgrass?
Crabgrass, bro. The best NPC in Critical Role.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot that was his name.
Picks up Oscar like, consent please.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I need these, Kelly.
Oh my god. Let me see if I can open them.
I need those.
You can't have them.
I need those.
Oh no. Does that help? No, because that's going to slow you down. Okay, well the first, you know what the first scene is. It's the jail scene, and then there's the...
Joanna?
Well, no, actually, I think this is all the jail scene.
Joanna?
And then them breaking in, and Joanna on the news, and then them fighting the bikes. You're good. You're good.
I so don't have this.
I love it. As soon as the screen grabs are gone, you're like, I can't do this. You can, I believe.
No, I'm gonna go get some more.
Wow, okay. You duck. Well, you gotta come back and do the recap.
I'm gonna, but I'm terrified because the first ones aren't there.
So, if you're wondering why Senny's having a meltdown, it's because I obviously have the screen grabs for the episode that we use, and I just keep them in a folder so that she at least has some semblance of order of events for the recap. But the first ones for some reason are like not loading. I'll see if I can get them to load, and then maybe she might not have quite as bad of a meltdown. Wouldn't that be nice? If you haven't seen my little edit of Senny's recap from chapter 1, it is on the channel, and I do suggest you watch it because it's pretty chaotic. Oh, there we go. I got them. Plot twist doesn't return. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. It wouldn't be the first time that Senny's dipped out of a stream and gone for way longer than she says.
Excuse me?
Hello! I got the screen grabs. You're good.
You got them?
You got the screen grabs? Yeah, I did.
Where?
I just closed it and opened it and it worked.
Oh, okay.
So, I'll
Sends kisses to Miyuki's cat.
I'll get these for you. Do you need a timer for this? Like, do you need Will Senny get through the opening scene in less than 20 seconds? Oh, she break for 5 minutes. Stay tuned. That is literally the vibe.
I feel like this episode might be easier to go through. Ooh, touch wood.
Oh, slams hand, breaks hands. Do you need a timer though? Because obviously I'm going to have my timer for it. Or do you need the timer visible for you?
I'm trying to figure out what's better for me.
What's better for you? I don't know. This is a decision that you need to make as a strong, independent woman.
I know. I feel like I probably won't spend 30 seconds talking about the intro this time because
Neo's not in the
Neo's
intro.
not there.
So we're not going to get stuck on Neo and the...
So we're not going to get stuck on Neo. So I think a halfway warning is fine.
It's not going to throw you off like it did last time for like
No,
ages.
because I only got like into the first 5 minutes of the episode in the first 30 seconds and there was still 15 more minutes to get through, so.
Alright. Let me set the timer. So if you were not here last week, what this is that Senny must recap the episodes, events of the episode in a minute or less, to the best degree that she can. If you remember last week, it was very accurate. You definitely said words that existed. So, that's pretty good. And then you guys can rate it out of 10 for accuracy. So whenever you're ready, Senny, I am ready to go. Fixed his glasses like an anime protagonist.
Yeah, and then I went like this to be safe.
Twist. Do you need a hat so that you can Pokemon it and twist it to the side? Takes a big hydration. Right, you ready? You're taking such heavy breaths here.
Because I'm really anxious, because what if this one isn't actually great? What if last week's was so good because it was so chaotic, and then this one isn't?
I'd guarantee this is still going to be chaotic.
I'm going to have to take the glasses off. I'm scared that I'm going to break them.
How crazy is this one going to get?
I don't know.
Literally break your glasses.
But I tend to talk really fast and not pay attention to what's happening to myself.
So were you just going to literally just like start slapping your face and break your glasses? Is that what was going to happen? Teddy's a 10, so it's an automatic 10 out of 10. There you go, see?
Thanks, CJ.
Yeah, you're literally just recapping the episode. Exactly. Right, you ready?
No, but just go for it.
Okay, you're allowed to breathe, you know, when you do this.
I can't, because I have a minute. I don't have time for breathing.
Okay, I guess you're gonna
You can just do it and just say no. Okay.
Alright, and 3, 2, 1, begin.
Okay, so we start the episode. We've got Crow looking really angsty at a symbol thing. We've got Robin. We've got Robin talking shit, but she's not actually talking to Crow. She's talking to Schnee. And then we've got Watts talking shit, but then he got hit, and that's fine. And then Crow attempts murder, well, suggests murder rather. And then Joanna has some big dick energy. The guys find some bikes. They're like, yeah, fuck yeah, bikes. And then they go out, they round up some people, they meet a racist, they have to just deal with the racist, it's shit, but we go for it. Oscar has, how long have I got left? Oscar has some chats with Ozpin. We've got some really awkward talks with the group. No, this is going so badly. Schnee gets yeeted. Oh fuck, Fiona has to do some shit. Oh my god, this is so awkward. And then Yang and everything go out. Oscar, no! No.
Keep going, you just gotta keep going.
Oscar gets attacked by Henry. Henry says, fuck no, and then flies away with Oscar. That was so bad.
That was like a minute and 20, I'm afraid. You lost the game.
So bad.
You lost the game, bro.
You didn't give me the 30-second heads up. That's why I started to panic, because I didn't know where I was.
Because, if you remember rightly, when I gave you the 30-second heads up, you literally
last time
lost like 10 seconds.
I know, but I needed you to give me the 30 seconds.
Also, you had a breakdown in like the first like 10 seconds. I don't know what happened.
It was so bad. I am not happy with that one.
You're not happy with that performance?
That performance was shit.
That performance was not pockers.
That was a really terrible recap. Sorry, guys.
I don't even know what happened at the end.
It's because I was trying to figure out how long I had left because you didn't tell me. I asked you to give me a 30 second.
Okay, I'll give you it next time. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Or I can put the timer in front of you. Would you prefer that for next time?
I don't know. I'm so dissatisfied with that performance. It was not good.
Yeah, but I feel like I can't give you it again though because it won't be organic.
No, it won't be organic.
So we can't do it.
Yeah, that one was not good.
Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
I mean, I did hear that we have to deal with the racist.
And it's shit.
That was pretty great.
Time management is less than 6 out of 10. It's easily a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, I feel like there was like more last week and you fed it in. I don't know what happened.
Because I had no idea how much time I had left. You never told me.
I'm sorry.
And then I tried to look and I asked and you just turned the phone away. I needed to know how much time I had left.
But it turns out you panicked anyway. Okay.
What's got hit, but that's fine.
Clearly we need couple therapy after this. This has ruined the relationship. I've betrayed you so badly, Sadie, that you might as well just dump me now.
No.
Here, take the rings.
No.
Just take them. I didn't give you the 30-second reminder.
No! Just give me it next week!
Give me it next week. I don't even think I'll live till next week by the sounds of things. It sounds like I'm going to be killed after this live stream, guys.
No.
Yeah. Because I didn't give you...
I was too anxious going into this. That's why I didn't get it right.
I do think that you did get too pent up, man. You got too in your own head, bro.
Yeah. You
gotta just let flow with it.
I can't let it flow, though.
I'll let it flow, bro. You just, you couldn't do it with, I actually don't think you did a terrible job. I guess I'm just gonna have to let the timer run and then have it be like big red. Time's up. You should have kept the glasses on, that's right.
No.
Maybe you would have lost track.
No.
Did you call the Hound Henry in the
Yeah, I did.
Did you? Okay. Nice.
God bless everyone that wasn't in the live stream, doesn't know that we called him Henry.
It's fine. I'll just make sure that it's very clear that that's Henry. You know. Yeah, I'll just carry the clip on. It was literally only I think it was 10 seconds or something more. Yeah, like how I say it because of time management.
I needed the 30 seconds. I asked you for the 30 seconds.
Wow. You're still in the 30 seconds. I'm totally gonna die after this live stream. You're just gonna be over me, in the dark corner of the room, You're gonna wake up in the middle of the night. I really needed those 30 seconds.
Yeah. You're gonna wake up in a cold sweat in the middle of the night, and I'm gonna be, hanging over you. But from the ceiling, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing in the ceiling? And I'll be like, 30 fucking second rule.
I really
That's how you'll die.
Those 30 seconds, bro.
It's because I had no idea how much time I had left.
Oh my god.
That's all.
Please get off of the timing.
You know that I won't, so you just need to deal with
it. Yeah, I just need to kill it. I have to kill it. I'll have to kill the stream. I'll have to kill me, and I'll have to kill you.
No.
Guys, I think setting the 30 seconds reminder.
I knew the 30 second reminder.
You know, you realise that next week...
That sounds like a very mild reaction to
What I'm literally expecting now is, yeah, next time I'm just gonna be like, 30 seconds! Because apparently 30 seconds is real important, so...
Yeah.
Whew! But anyway, hopefully I can make some kind of cohesive edit out of that. But if you
I'm so sorry for the amount of times that I say, God, this is so bad, it's so awkward. That'll be the hardest part to edit, I think.
Well, because I can't cut it out because it's timed.
Yeah.
So it's all just going to be in there. Poggers.
Poggers.
You know, that wouldn't be the weirdest thing I've seen you do, to be honest.
It begs the question of what is.
I'm not telling you. I'm not going to tell you when it's 30 seconds. I'm not telling you that.
Alright.
Anyway, if you guys have any questions about the episode or whatever else related that you have, or, you know, why 30 seconds is...
Alright, S-Mango, let's hear it.
What?
Have a counter for Senny's comments on her performance during her attempt. We can try.
Yeah.
Fucking good luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a rough time editing that one. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions about the episode, feel free to fire them.
Alistair. Kelly, I guess you are my little pog champ. Come here.
No. No. Well, Mama, Schnee and little Wesley up here.
Maybe. Don't know. I feel like I can't be a good person to ask on whether people are going to appear or not, because I said the Emerald and Mercury weren't going to come back this volume, and there they were. Episode 1.
Well, to be fair, I think if Mama Schnee and Whitley are going to come back next episode, it's going to be for a maximum of 30 seconds screen time. And no more than that, because 30 seconds is really important.
This is like the shivering all over again. God.
How do you like Jason's voice acting as Henry?
Very good.
Very
well done.
Very good. Would never have known it was him until it was in the credits, and I'm like, that's Crow.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well get people to do monster voices and stuff.
Yeah, if they can edit it and post.
Make it funky.
Yeah.
Post-production, which is what they did.
Post-production, that's the one.
Yeah. And I imagine most of the voice acting for this was done remotely, so it makes sense to just kind of like, if you've got voice actors, just get them to do stuff like that.
Think Oscar will be taken all the way to Salem, or do you think he'll break free with some magic?
I think he might get all the way to Salem, which is not going to be a good time for Oscar. But
no.
The only way I can see him getting out would be magic. I can't see anybody reaching him, like unless they like radio in super duper quickly to the other team, like, yo, we need a flying person now.
Yeah.
We're here. But even then, I think they're still too far. So, yeah, the only way is magic, basically, like Osmond's magic, and even then I can't see that kind of working.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he probably is going to get to Salem, which kind of changes things a little bit.
Yeah, also to Rune, I think they wouldn't have shown us the Grim Goop landing on Oscar's face if it didn't mean something, even if it's small.
Yeah, it was a kind of, I mean, obviously it was to show that he was completely unconscious, but I don't know. I don't know if it is significant or not. It could be. We don't really know what Grim Goop does when it gets inside a person, so I can't imagine it's good. Will Blake get more than 3 minutes of dialogue this volume? Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows?
I mean, that's up to the people that write and produce the show.
Yeah.
So
I think Blake and Young very much took a step back last volume because they got a lot of time in volume 6. It might be that she does. It's that's the problem with having such a large cast. Is that they're going to run into, is they have like a huge amount of characters. So it's probably about finding a balance between all of those different groups and perspectives that they're going for. As long as they don't totally sideline her, I'm okay with it.
yeah.
But
I doubt that they will, but we'll see.
yeah. And also remember, this volume is longer.
Yeah, this volume's longer and it's over the course of 2 days.
Yeah.
1 day. So I feel like we're gonna see quite a lot of the 2 groups. Well, I guess technically 4 groups, but 2 main groups.
Yeah, the villains won't get like ample. They'll get whatever they need.
Yeah, they'll get whatever they need. They don't need much more.
There's no point in showing the villains all the time doing stuff, because then there's no like surprise in what they're doing if you always know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So it's much more likely to focus on
this
the other peeps.
This volume is 14 episodes. Last volume was 12.
Yeah.
So
actually, was it 13?
It might have been 13.
I think they did.
So
I think they had to like sort of. Yeah.
And it'll continue into volume 9.
Ha! We're never leaving Atlas, baby. So yeah, there would technically be well, there's 12 episodes left now.
Yeah, because we've had 2.
Yes. So plenty of time for stuff to happen. And then considering we've seen basically the bulk of what happens in the trailers, it means it's kind of fair game from this point onwards. What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
A friend sent me some art, and I'm like, oh my god, is that why? Like, obviously it's just art, but I wonder if that's...
I want to see it, but I'll look at it afterwards.
Yeah,
it looks like good stuff.
It makes me wonder if that's what Blake screams about. Perhaps.
Mayhaps.
Yeah, because on their scrolls they can see everyone's auras.
Oh,
so
yeah.
what if Yang's aura dips?
Yeah. I mean, Oscars would have went... Pew!
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of want to, actually really do want to see the bike squad go through the ringer. I know it's so bad because it's so angsty, but I do kind of want them to get fucked up a little bit. Yeah.
Like, they don't need to kill them.
No, but I want them to go, I want them to go through it. I want them to go through the ringer.
Yeah.
It just, like, makes it feel more significant if they do. If they, like, have to really fight tooth and nail to try and get Oscar back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that'd be cool.
I will retweet said art when we're done here so that you can all see it. So keep an eye out for my Twitter. My Twitter is there. Down here.
there.
So.
It's right there. It's right there.
Get away from me.
Wow, that 30 seconds. That 30 seconds has ruined our whole relationship, hasn't it?
I thought you were reaching for my nip.
What the fuck?
That's why I said get away from me. Why would I do that? Why would I do that on a fucking live stream? I don't know.
Get back here, you're a dirty-minded. How dare you think that of me?
It's because you were like, oh, it's over here, and you were like reaching. So
Yeah, to the bloody Twitter thing. I had no intention.
I'd already pointed to.
I was just having fun, but apparently you thought I would do that on a live stream for some ungodly reason. We literally. We barely even, I don't think we've ever fucking kissed on camera. Why the hell would I take it to that place?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ, woman.
I'm sorry.
Well.
I thought that's what you were doing.
God, anybody that stayed to this point in the live stream, I'm so sorry that you had to endure that. Whew. The chaos in the chat when that happened.
Yeah. Me, the first one to comment on it.
Yeah. All 100 people saw that. Yeah. That's us, we're cancelled now.
Dang. I can't believe that that's the reason why we're cancelled.
Yeah. I just can't believe you would think that. It's so confusing.
It's just the way you were reaching, man. And I wasn't looking down, I was looking there.
Yeah, needless to say, I was not gonna do that. And if you're ever, worried I'm not gonna.
Yeah. Given how it's clearly been on everyone's mind, who out of the cast is most likely to say poggers? Can I go first?
Yeah.
Glinda.
Glinda fixing a wall with poggers. I'm gonna go with Jean because he's trying to be cool and down with the kids. So he's high-fiving little almost orphaned kids yo, poggers champ, we're gonna fight these Grimm for you.
Don't worry, man, we've got this pog champ. And the kid Fortnite dances.
It's too real.
What happened to us?
Why'd she get cancelled? She went from a nip. Yeah, you do have a dirty mind. You dragged this stream into the gutter. This stream that has such high standards. Such high standards. And you just took it
high standards.
It was that 30 seconds. The day I stopped watching Ruby when the kid Fortnite dances. Yeah.
Yeah.
Glinda trying to fix the City in Volume 3. This is very unpog champ. You know what? She would be right in that. Can we get an F in the chat? Yeah, Jean strikes me as someone that would make all of these kind of references to try and fit in 100%. Oh man, we're nearly at 69 likes.
Oh, guys, get it to 69 likes.
If you haven't liked
for the cursed stream.
There's 99 of you currently here. I'm sure some of you have already liked this, but you need to get it to fuck's sake.
We jumped from 62 to 67.
Yeah, I love when that happens when people
Dang it!
Guys!
Get it to 69. It's 77 now.
You literally jumped it by 20. Guys.
Reduce it.
Somebody take their likes back.
Guys, unlike.
Yeah, you need to unlike it by 7. Okay, another 3. 3. Just 3 more.
Okay, come on! It's 68. One like.
One like.
Oh, dang it! 72. Maybe
I really will just go for your nip if this is just gonna be how this goes. You guys can put all your likes back because clearly this just isn't gonna work.
It keeps on going between 68 and 72.
It's too hard.
Listen, PJ, I have played Among Us with you guys. I know you guys can coordinate better than this.
You realise that Nip Touch will be mentioned in every stream.
Yeah.
And whose fault is that? For all the people that come in, like, especially if something big happens in an episode, and that's gonna come up, there'll be a lot of questions. In 30 seconds.
Yeah, I do know your third imposter, Ass May. Hey! There it is!
How did that happen? Did they actually coordinate?
Fucking...
What a bunch of mad...
Cheers, guys.
What a bunch of mad lads.
Mm-hmm.
We got him. You can put your legs back now. We got to 69.
Love you, MC.
Do you think that Henry is what happens when someone who's given grim parts like Cinder, when the timer goes off, so to say, are we looking at Cinder's future? I think so. I kind of have a suspicion that the apathy are maybe actually people.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Cinder's limbs are very apathy. I wouldn't
Yeah.
be surprised if she may be eventually becomes that.
Bye, Mac.
So yeah, possibly. It's certainly kind of what is it that they find out there's people basically in everything and they're not happy about the fact that they have to kill them. They didn't actually know that there was people in them. What the hell is that show?
Was, oh.
Did we watch that together?
There were people in it?
I can't even remember. I'm gonna eventually remember this.
You can tweet about it later.
Yeah. Well, no, probably not. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah! You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, that's the one. I don't know how that just didn't like click in my head.
Sorry, spoilers.
I was going through so many things, but yeah, like it would be something like that. I'd be like, oh Jesus, we've been killing some of these grim had people in them, bro.
Yeah.
It's not PogChamp.
Not PogChamp.
Clearly, we cannot stop with the PogChamp.
And the Talking Grim is just an evolved shadow person from Volume 1.
Whoa.
Whoa. Galaxy brain in it over here.
Yeah. Blake and Yang take out a selfie. Out here living her best life. Someone Weiss is being mailed in the background.
This isn't about her.
I just can't believe that Weiss... So I think it was Jeremy on Twitter posted that obviously there was that funny bit way back in Volume 2 where Ruby suggested that they mailed themselves to go on a particular mission, and now they're gonna mail themselves
for a
Everything
particular
comes
mission.
Full circle. Full circle. Has Jorah just activated?
Yeah, he has.
Yes.
I don't know if... There he is. Hello, son. You want to come up, say hi? You coming up to say hello?
He's just vibing on the floor. Every time.
Big stretchy boy.
Alright. We should probably peace, to be honest. I don't think we've got much more
to goodbye to everybody?
To cover. Look at that boy. He's so good.
Love you, baby.
I'm glad that he gets all the love. Apparently I'm just a nip grabbing 30-second non-informing I don't know what.
Did you hear that about your mummy? She's just a nip grabber, boy.
See you guys in 30 seconds. What was your opinion on the episode?
Jorah, what have you say about the episode? You don't like the microphone? He's shy. Sorry.
Oh, that's a pog dog. Stop it. Right. We should go before this
descends into more chaos.
I was gonna say descends into more chaos. You say that like it wasn't chaotic as fuck the entire time.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyway, thanks for hanging with us once again. We will see you next week. If you really want to get our reaction for this chapter early, you can get on our Patreon, but otherwise you'll get it next week.
It's available right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's up. Oh.
Right now. So if you want to see it, go check it out. But yeah, it's always a lot of fun, and yeah, I'm gonna have to have a time editing that goddamn recap. But Jorah is my little PogChamp.
And yeah, I think that's a very, very strong way to end it. Bye, guys.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.